Somebody was wanting me to do a video on this Tercel that I converted from a 3E-E to a 5E-FE. And the only main difference in this is you have to make sure that you get one with a distributor right here, because the Tercel never had a distributor with a 5E-FE engine. And the electric connector down here is different from the Paseo engine. And I had to build the air pipe because the other one comes in from the front. And then I had to construct the throttle cable here because it also faced front to rear. And you can see the little homemade bracket down here. And the wiring for the throttle position sensor was different. And that's the majority of the changes that had to be done. Some people swap the computer under the dash, and that's a big mistake because the pinout on it's different. But everything else hooked up except for the exhaust manifold. I had to find one off of Paseo. But like I say, other than that, everything else hooked up just the same. There's two different clutches depending on if it's a 4-speed or a 5-speed. And it fit in here just fine, no troubles. It's been going strong for at least 100,000 miles. And the only thing I had to do with that distributor is I had to break the old one apart, and I'd take the pickup sensor out off my old engine so it would plug into the wiring harness. And a buddy of mine helped me do this, and it took us a couple of days. We also had to put a front wheel bearing in and some stuff like that. But the inside's still fairly decent. I haven't cleaned this car in a while, but it's a good little transportation car. You can see the odometer on it is well over, it says 340K on it right now. And I had to patch one of the seats. It was tore from getting in and out of it, but I just sewed it up because you ain't going to find a used seat for a 30-year-old car. And that's about it for this.